Tensions in the Middle East have taken another dramatic turn as Israel launched what it described as wide-scale strikes on targets in western Iran, according to the Israeli military. The strikes were part of an ongoing escalation between the two longtime rivals, Israel and Iran. Overnight, both sides exchanged missile and drone attacks, raising fears that the conflict could grow into a much wider regional war. Reports also indicate that several missiles and drones were intercepted in Gulf states, highlighting how the conflict is beginning to affect nearby countries and critical shipping routes in the region. Amid this growing tension, former US President Donald Trump made a controversial statement during an interview with NBC. Trump claimed that Iran is interested in making a deal to end the war. But according to him, the United States is not ready to agree yet. He said the reason is simple: the terms being offered are not good enough. In the same interview, Trump also made a striking claim about a major Iranian oil facility. He stated that the United States had totally demolished Kharg Island, which is considered one of Iran's most important oil export hubs. Kharg Island plays a critical role in Iran's economy because a large portion of the country's oil exports pass through that location. Trump added that the US could potentially strike the facility again, even saying they might hit it a few more times just for fun, a comment that has sparked strong reactions and concerns about further escalation. Meanwhile, the conflict is already having an impact on global energy security. One of the biggest concerns right now is the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow but extremely important shipping lane through which a significant percentage of the world's oil supply travels. If this route becomes blocked or unsafe, it could disrupt global oil markets and push energy prices higher around the world. Speaking to the BBC, UK Energy Secretary Ed Miliband said that governments are now examining every possible option to keep the Strait of Hormuz open and secure. He emphasized that ensuring the safety of international shipping in the region has become a major priority. For now, the situation remains highly unpredictable. With Israel continuing its military operations, Iran responding with missiles and drones, and world leaders discussing possible negotiations, the Middle East once again finds itself at the center of a rapidly developing geopolitical crisis. The big question now is whether diplomacy will succeed in bringing the conflict to an end or whether the region could move closer to a much larger confrontation.
If this continues, it could pull more countries around these opponent countries fighting the other countries. It will pull other countries within these regions into their custody, because Trump is saying that, or has made a statement about this possible deal. And this deal is stating that he will not accept this offer. Why? Because the terms included in the deal is not up to their expectation. So Trump didn't sign the Iran deal that came to him. And this is raising a serious issue here globally. And this raises the bigger question, is that diplomacy, or is diplomacy still possible? Because we all know that countries can come together, form a committee, then have a talk about incidents happening and to their agreement or to their disagreement. And here comes diplomacy. Is diplomacy still possible that a country can accept the offer of which the opponent country is bringing? And this raises the bigger question. And if we don't take good care, the other countries backing or around these countries will interfere into this conflict. And when this conflict happens, then it means that it is not a region that we are talking about, but it is globally. And this is rising tensions between Israel and Iran. Why? Because this is having some serious escalation between Israel and Iran. Because Israel has launched its wide-scale strikes in western Iran, as we've heard already. And Iran has also sent its drones and its missiles to Israel. And this shows that this conflict is no longer small. As we all know, if this continues, it could pull more countries into this conflict. And that's the scary part. Now let's talk about strategic importance of the Kharg Island. And this Kharg Island, Trump also claimed US had totally demolished Kharg Island, which is one of the most important oil export hubs, as we all know. And if Trump has demolished a factory which is producing oil or which is helping people get oil globally, and if Trump has demolished this big factory, Kharg factory, then it means that the war is not affecting country as we all know, but it is rather affecting people globally and countries globally. It's not a region that we have to talk about because one of the most important oil export hubs is Kharg. And imagine demolishing parts or sectors of this oil sectors, then it means that countries globally is at risk or is going to face a bigger challenge ahead. And any damage can affect Iran's economy and global supply. Is true. Because Iran is one of the countries which is supplying the world with oil globally. And if the country Iran is now at risk of USA demolishing most factories of Iran, then it means that Iran is going to, or the economy of Iran is going to be affected. And not that only, globally should also be affected. And now, global impact through the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz, as we all know, is a real way that we all know that exports is going to take place there. Ships, big submarines all passing there, supplying oil that you all know. And imagine if these roadways on these seas, on these oceans are now at risk. Conflict is now here and there. Bombs, missiles, drones are now kicking up and down. Is the railway safe for the country Iran to still supply oil globally? And now this raises the bigger question that we all know that the fight is between Iran, Israel, USA, and other parts of the countries which are supporting. And quite recent days, we all had the intention that the missiles or the drones that they are using, they are being supported. That the Beidou missiles, the Chinese are producing it, and now Iran are using this Beidou system inside their country to demolish or to attack the US. Then it means that other countries are now backing up, are now rooting their roots inside this conflict. And this raises the bigger question is that, because it's not a fight between US, Israel, Iran. No. The fight is now affecting globally. And we all know that the economy of the world depends on other countries. Imagine Iran is of high producing oil, and now it runs the ways to supply more oil to the other countries like China, Russia, Bangladesh, Ghana, other parts of the Asian countries globally as a whole, even America and all other countries. It's not safe, and the way is not safe, and conflict is here and there. Do you think the economy of the world globally is going to stand, or what do you think is going to happen after the conflict, or even if the conflict is still in session and the roadways are not safe? Imagine throwing a missile of $4 million, destroying a submarine, depositing or deporting or exporting oils from its country to the other countries and spoiling everywhere. Then it means that Iran will stop supplying every country with oil, and now it will actually affect Iran's economy because they will not get enough money to control their management of the Iran. And Iran's or people around or the countries around surrounding it also lack oil. And this will bring the high prices of oil. That's not the case. The case is that peace is the most important thing we need to cherish in our society, in our country, and globally. Conflict is something that's sad, something painful, something that brings discomfort, cries, something that destroys family. It's something we shouldn't embrace with. It's something we should all pray that Allah should help us sustain everything. We shouldn't even talk about all these things happening, but here comes the way. It's part of life and it's still happening day in, day out. Bombs and missiles are being created, and now USA hasn't signed the deal because the terms is not to their expectation. And now here comes the war still continuing day in, day out. So let's pray the good Lord will still help us, strengthen us, that our country or US and the Iran and Israel, the conflict will come down to its lowest extreme. So we will have the peace of mind and the exploitation of oils in the democracy, and still the management of the country will still improve on. By the way, my name is Don. If today's your first time, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. On my channel, I do post about exploration of science and tech and this conflict and weapons happening. I do post everything here. So if today is your first time, thank you very much. Just subscribe, like, and share to your friends so that you get updated for more astonishing and insightful video like this. Thanks for rocking with the know. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye bye.